Hello, wrestling fans! Welcome to another edition of Tag Team. I'm your host, your Scorpio, alongside the invincible E. Vincent.
Hey.
Elimination Chamber 2012 is the last pay-per-view before WrestleMania. Man, but lackluster at the end there. What happened?
Oh man, you know, it had flashes of brilliance, but just let you down towards the end. I thought it was gonna be more, but we'll get to that.
7.5 on my scale. How about you, E?
Probably 6.5.
Ooh, yeah, I can't.
Flashes of brilliance, but you know, in between that, it was lackluster.
Elimination Chamber live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, home of the Cheeseheads. We had the first match of the pay-per-view was actually the Raw Elimination Chamber match itself.
Yeah.
I mean, dang.
Yeah. Now, see, and this was the thing. I was expecting that to be the main event, as opposed to the very first show.
Especially with the main event that we had, which we'll talk about later on the show. Now, this was the actual Elimination Chamber match itself for Monday Night Raw, the WWE Championship on the line, with basically these 5 competitors being, of course, R-Truth, Dolph Ziggler, CM Punk,
The Miz,
going with that,
Chris Jericho, and Kofi Kingston.
There you go. That was the participants in this match, and it was pretty entertaining to say the least. This was one of the better of these 2 matches.
Yeah.
But again, it was lackluster on this one because, again, if you saw the show, I chose Chris Jericho to win this match. Chris Jericho was out of commission early. He didn't say much. He didn't do much. Lion, of course, the Walls of Jericho, Lion Tamer. But again, he ends up out of this match by being out of commission.
Yeah. He eliminated Kofi Kingston and threw him out of the cage, and then right after that, CM Punk kicked him in the head and threw him out of the cage. And he ended up on the ground. He apparently took out a cameraman as well. And just inert, laying there not moving. Again, this could be some more Master of Puppets time or something. Don't know why he would do that on a pay-per-view. The EMTs come over, check him, still not moving. Refs come check him, still not moving. And basically he's not in the Elimination Chamber anymore.
The guy, basically he fell asleep during the job, and I expected possibly him to come back.
Yeah.
When it ended up being the last 2 guys here in this match, I expected him to come back and
because technically he never got he never got submitted. He never got pinned.
Oldest gag in the trick here, famous for Royal Rumbles. Be on the outside, waiting, then bide your time and jump in there and take the championship. But no, him and the Miz, CM Punk and the Miz were going back and forth. Big props here to CM Punk and the Miz here for the way they carried the end of this match. It was very entertaining to see, but very disappointing here in Chris Jericho. Just frustration there.
It's like you still waiting to see why he came back. That's pretty much it.
Exactly. Good point. He got more playing. He got more speaking done, more TV time on Dancing with the Stars.
Pretty much.
Just saying that. All right. After that, we had the second match of the night, which was the Divas match. This was a real Divas match, taken out of the page of TNA's Knockouts. We had Beth Phoenix versus Tamina Snuka. And this was what I call a Divas match.
Yeah. Now, see, this is what they started complaining about. Actually, going back to when Karma showed up last year. Basically, nobody was bringing the heat in the heavyweight division in terms of the Divas, and tonight they pretty much proved them wrong. Tamina put out a great performance, even though she didn't end up winning this match. Went for the Superfly Splash. 1.5 times. Second time didn't quite get it off, but took some heavy bumps, but still got back in the ring and kept going.
It was seeing Beth Phoenix kick out of that Snuka Splash, and then no breaking out of the implant buster. That doesn't happen. So I expected Tamina possibly kick out of it, create a classic match here for the Divas division, classic rivalry. Even Karma to show up here during this match to interfere, especially when after this match Beth Phoenix gets the pin on Tamina, and then Jerry the King Lawler and Michael Cole. I don't know who can beat Big Amazon. Who can do it? Perfect. Q. Karma. Come on, Karma.
Come in, drop the armor, and get in the ring. But hey, it was not to be. Possibly later this year, who knows? But this still sets it up so that Beth Phoenix and Tamina can go at each other a couple more times.
I mean, they got about a month and a half to set up a match in the Divas division for WrestleMania. But I mean, there's a lot of Monday Night Raw, a lot of SmackDown left between now and then. Karma and Beth Phoenix is this main event stuff right there.
Yeah, this is made to be utilized. It's right there.
Exactly. Tamina's right there to say, I got the winner. Perfect. It writes itself. But, again, lackluster here for Elimination Chamber. Expected a little bit more. Didn't get it. WWE. God. All right. After that, we had the actual SmackDown Elimination Chamber. This was entertaining. We had Cody Rhodes. We had Great Khali. We had The Big Show. We had, who else?
Santino Marella.
Don't forget about him.
And
of course, the champion Daniel Bryan was in there, and that was that.
Wade Barrett.
There you go, Wade Barrett.
Oh, Big Show.
Yeah, I said Big Show there.
Yeah.
But who could forget Wade Barrett? My bad. Sorry about Wade Barrett.
Yeah.
Anyway, this was entertaining, even though the crowd was saying boring.
Yeah.
That
for me, that was just some people in the crowd saying that at the time. Yeah, again. There were, again, flashes of brilliance, a couple of lackluster places, but at the time when with, the Big Show and I think Wade Barrett were tearing it up, people were throwing the chants. Some people say that's
boring. If it ain't flying through the air, if it ain't crashing your head against the cage, remember, this is an Elimination Chamber match. Yeah. If this isn't slamming somebody's face into a pod, it's boring. And the Big Show, I mean, he's kind of slow and everything. Yeah. I expected the Great Khali to be more, boring, but no, he actually did.
No, he came
for like 10 seconds that he was in there.
Yeah, 10 seconds he was in there. He was clearing the house. He chopped everybody, threw everybody around. Pretty much everybody who was in the ring at that time got flattened by him, and then he got eliminated.
He got speared by the Big Show, and he gets. That's the end. So he's rolls out there, and then the match continues. Yeah. This match comes to an end when Daniel Bryan ends up getting the help of a few guys, Wade Barrett and Cody Rhodes. They actually team up to take down the Big Show. Cody Rhodes covers the Big Show, gets the pin, and he's out. So the two big guys are out of this match.
Yeah.
Leaves Rhodes, leaves Barrett, leaves Santino, and of course the champion Daniel Bryan. Santino and Daniel Bryan end up taking these other two guys out, so it ends up being the champion and Santino, and of course Daniel Bryan's loving it.
Yeah, because nobody expected Santino to even be in this match.
I'm one of them.
Nobody expected him, to get anywhere close to winning, and this turned out to actually be one of the highlights of the evening. Just because everybody was rooting for the underdog, and Santino Marella managed to get some good solid shots in there. At one point, it looked like he. It's close.
I was hating on Santino going to the match. What's Santino doing in the Elimination Chamber match? Taking the place of Randy Orton? Are you serious? When we had Del Rio come back, we had Christian come back, and we have Santino representing Randy Orton?
Yeah.
What? But no, he definitely won me over in this match. The guy was taking hits, he was selling it, he was giving hits. The perfect classic wrestling moves he was doing, and wrestling acts he was doing here in this match. It was Santino, do it, man, do it.
Came so close. Daniel Bryan got the label lock in, and by the way, he did drop the Cobra. He did drop the Cobra on Daniel Bryan.
Who kicks out of the Cobra?
He kicked out of the Cobra.
Who kicks out of the Cobra?
Somehow.
Daniel Bryan, really? Really? You kick out of the Cobra? You're like the only guy ever that kicked out of the Cobra.
Yeah, and following that, Daniel Bryan got the label lock on.
He was about to break that hold too, Santino!
Looked like he was getting ready to break the lock. Unfortunately, couldn't do it and had to tap out. But nevertheless, great match.
Santino sold the match.
Yeah.
All right, I was hating on Santino going into this match. What business does he have in this Elimination Chamber match for SmackDown? I'm eating my words, Santino. Eating my words. He made the match.
Yeah. Two highlights was that part with Santino, and also when the Big Show broke into Daniel Bryan's pod. Climbed in and just started beating on him before Daniel Bryan got released.
Daniel Bryan, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Here comes Big Show climbing up that pod.
What you wish for? That's questions you don't want the answer to.
1-on-1 with the Big Show in a phone booth. Yeah.
That's not fun.
Bad idea, man. Anyway, that was entertaining part. You got that right.
Yeah.
All right. After that, we got a bonus match here. again, like we mentioned here, John Laurinaitis came out, of course, with his buddy boy, David Otunga. And
The big 1 gallon of coffee with him.
And then here comes these guys. The music plays. Here comes Del Rio rolling out
Del Rio.
in his Excalibur 1985. I was like, man, my boy's back. Not only that, though. Then here comes Christian. Where's his peeps? Christian comes back.
Christian comes in. Mark Henry comes in. Everybody who's been on IR pretty much comes in, making it known that they're fed up with Teddy Long and how he's been treating the people on SmackDown. And they want, all of a sudden, they want John Laurinaitis to take over as GM of SmackDown also. Here's the thing with that. See this? This is how many times this same gambit has been run in the last 6 months. Did it with Triple H, just did it with John Laurinaitis. It's getting old. I'm looking for the invisible GM to come back. Doodly, doodly.
Yeah, what happened to that old Raw GM here via computer? That was nice. Anyway, Edge went off the chair with that one, man. Edge hated that one.
Yeah.
But, yeah, what he speaks is right. They're making their plea here to have John Laurinaitis be the GM of Raw and SmackDown. Then we take it to another segment where, of course, we have Hornswoggle, we have Natalia. Natalia farts, cuts the cheese. We're in Wisconsin. Hey, I get the play. But then we have John Laurinaitis come out. Excuse me, not John Laurinaitis. We have Teddy Long come out. Hey, player. And say, no, I think there should be one GM for Raw and SmackDown, but it should be me. Now what? And Jack Swagger doesn't like that too much. I agree with Del Rio and Christian and Mark Henry and all of them. I think, yes, you should be fired. And Teddy Long doesn't take too kindly to that. Says, all right, player, you got a match tonight. Defend the U.S. Championship against this man, Justin Gabriel, for just having to be
an
there.
opinion.
There you go. And that's the end of that. So there's a bonus match there. Justin Gabriel versus Jack Swagger for the U.S. Championship. Now, no other championships were, no Intercontinental Championship, no Tag Team Championship. This was the only one outside of the two biggies. And the Divas, of course. So this was a little bonus match. Basically a time killer.
Yeah.
And we have, of course, Jack Swagger defending against Daniel LaRusso. No, Justin Gabriel.
Daniel LaRusso's gonna fight?
He's gonna fight, ladies and gentlemen. Woo, Daniel LaRusso's gonna fight. No, he's not. Anyway, Justin Gabriel does get beat here with the ankle lock, and there we go.
Yeah.
To the main event. Kane versus John Cena. Will he embrace the heat? Will he chuck him into an ambulance? Will he be ready for The Rock come WrestleMania? The answer
No.
to all these questions is what E just said. E, what happened?
I was, after all the build-up over the last few weeks, Kane campaigning to get him to embrace the hate, attacking Zack Ryder, getting John Cena to betray Zack Ryder with Eve. After all this, still looking for that John Cena heel turn. Did not happen tonight. They went back and forth. They went actually all over different parts of the arena there, not just in the ring, beating each other with the stairs, the not tables, but chairs. At one point, John Cena got dumped on the Spanish announce table.
Of course, it's got to be the Spanish announce table.
Went back and forth. John Cena almost got dumped in the ambulance. Managed to literally kick out of the ambulance. Got back out. Got on top of the ambulance. Got Kane on top of the ambulance, and then dumped Kane over the side. Probably on the cardboard boxes. But anyway. After that, got Kane into the back of the ambulance, and John Cena was able to win.
This was very lackluster, to say the least. I mean, here comes Kane, wheeling John Cena to the ambulance.
In a wheelchair.
And then John Cena just happens to, where am I?
All of a sudden, I woke up.
Oh, come on, man. That was pretty lame. That was weak.
Yeah,
Not again, lackluster, not very entertaining, and, again, put a crimp here in what was a good pay-per-view somewhat.
Yeah, and to make this the main event, I don't know. This could have been second to last, maybe.
Save it for first.
So I don't know. This could have been better. That's all.
Could have been better. You know what? I'm going with you. 6.5 here for the rating. I mean, by just reviewing this that we just saw, it definitely makes me realize, this wasn't as good. Santino saved it from being a 5, right?
Yeah, pretty
What
much.
does that say? Santino, and don't get me wrong, Beth Phoenix and Tamina did that too. They saved it from being a 5. But other than that, 6.5. Let us know how you feel in the comments below. Now, again, E, long time here till WrestleMania.
Yeah.
We got a lot of time here. Monday Night
Month
Raw
and a half,
shows.
pretty
You're going to
much.
be doing your own Monday Night Raw shows here
Yeah.
for the next month and a half. It's a lot to here to go over building up to WrestleMania. What could happen between then and now? Who could be champions? What can be swapped? A lot of things could happen between now and then.
That is true, and it wouldn't be the first time that the belts changed hands between pay-per-views.
No questions
But,
were answered during this pay-per-view. Very
None.
disappointing.
That's the thing. Nothing actually changed. The people who had the WWE and the heavyweight championships.
CM Punk's the first man in, and he still gets the chip.
Yeah.
Man.
And following than that, I mean, even the Divas, Beth Phoenix held on to the belt.
No karma.
No karma.
Just- All right, it is what it is.
Yeah.
WWE. That was it. Elimination Chamber. So be it. It is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch the pay-per-view or follow the live coverage on UnifiedWrestling.com, there you go. Let us know, like I mentioned here, how you feel. Comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to The Unified Wrestling here on YouTube. From myself, Cesar Scorpio, Invincible E. Vincent, you'll be having the Monday Night Raw review tomorrow night. Enjoy the show. Have a good one.
Take care.